In this problem, I have to place flowers in a flower bed so that the flowers are not adjacent. For this, I get an array flower bed which contains only values of 0 and 1. 0 means empty place, 1 means planted flower. Also, as an entry data, I have a number of flowers that should be planted so that they're not adjacent. I'll call this number n. For two flowers to not be adjacent, the array must contain 3 consecutive null values. I have to return a Boolean answer, namely true if I manage to plant the n flowers, or false otherwise. If I was to describe the steps needed to solve this algorithm, I would first initialize the number of planted flowers, I would then traverse the array, and I would ultimately return my answer. So, let's take the steps one at a time. First, I need to initialize the number of flowers planted. I will do so by declaring an integer variable flower in which I will count the flowers I managed to plant. This variable is initialized to 0. Next, I need to traverse the array. I cycle through the flower bed array to check if I can plant a flower. To loop through each position of the flower bed array, I use a repeating for structure. The first position of the array is position 0, and the last is flowerbed.size minus 1, where flowerbed.size determines the length of the entire array. Also, in this step, we need to determine the value of the left position and the value of the right position for each iteration. I declared a new integer variable left. If I is 0, meaning I'm at the beginning of the array, then left will be 0. This simulates that there is no other element before the first element, so I can consider it empty. If I isn't 0, that means I'm anywhere else in the array. Then left will be set to the value of the previous element in the array, which is flowerbed of I minus 1. This type of if condition is known as a ternary operator or a conditional operator. It's a concise way to write conditional statements. Its general form is: if the condition is true, expression 1 is evaluated. If the condition is false, expression 2 is evaluated. This is a way to check if the previous place is empty or not without going outside the bounds of the array, especially for the first element. For the right end of the array, I declared a new integer variable right. If I'm at the last position, I equals flowerbed.size minus 1, there is no position to the right, so I set right to 0. Otherwise, right will be the value from the next position, flowerbed of I plus 1. To check if I can plant a flower, I will determine the value between the current position, the position to its left, and the one to its right. If this amount is 0, it means that positions adjacent to the current position are empty, so I can plant the flower in the current position. If I can plant a flower, I will change the value of the current position from 0 to 1 and increase the value of the flower variable because I managed to plant a new flower. And finally, I need to return my answer and check if I placed all the flowers given by n. Thus, I achieved an efficient and clear solution, iterating through the flower bed only once and performing simple operations to determine if I can plant the number of flowers initially entered. And now I'll run this solution in order to make sure that everything works properly before submitting.